Beginning, please. While I do this.
It's your girl Kirsten,
And Moni.
and we are Never Not Extra.
Extra.
And if you didn't know, now you know. That's funny.
That shit slap. It slap. I ain't gonna lie
do.
to you.
It just makes me feel so ratchet, like
It's
early,
slap.
like get it, like
But it's not even like really ratchet. It just slap. You know what I mean?
it do
It's good.
slap.
It's good.
It do slap. Appreciate you, big
Yeah, I like
dog. You know, we coming up with the ideas. Got to make
Man,
it do what
slap.
it do. Okay. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Kirsten. Obviously, as you heard on our intro, we got Moni in the building. Okay. Obviously, you
And
know.
Moni. I like to say my name too.
You just told me to take care of the beginning while you posting. I tried to help you, and now you're like, "Yeah, I'm here, bitch."
Nigga, I can say and Moni.
My bad. Okay, Moni in here too, y'all. Keith ruined the surprise. He's actually in the studio.
Oh, did I is it a
Hello,
surprise?
hello.
It's not a surprise.
No, it's not really a surprise. It's
you
not
turn
really a
my mic up?
surprise. Yeah, you all the way up, homegirl. I don't know.
Or my headphones.
Do. Well,
Let me see what you looking. Let me see what you looking like, Mom.
I feel like she loud.
Yo.
You know what? I really don't hear you all that much, to be honest with you, and I don't know why. Oh, my bad. Okay, go
Wrong
ahead.
one.
Yo.
Yeah. Wrong mic. That's what it was. All right.
My
You're
bad.
the engineer, guys.
My bad.
I was like, damn, I gotta fix something right now.
No,
you
you
saw
ain't
me
gotta
though.
fix
You
nothing,
saw me though,
'cause
right?
I figured
I'm
out
right
he
here.
I was ready.
He got in fix mode. If you guys follow us on Instagram, which you should be, then you already know what we're talking about today. Okay, we are back for another Local Legends episode. I believe this is our last Legends episode
For a while.
For a
'cause I
while.
definitely want to bring it back because I
For a
love
while.
doing these.
But we had to close out our first session with no other than Keith Good News.
I appreciate that.
I mean,
I appreciate that. I give you the last one for sure. I like that.
Like for sure,
fuck
for
with
sure.
that.
I like that. I fuck with that. So yes, we will be speaking with Keith about the obvious, okay.
Mhm.
The empire that has been built here, this station that we are on, that y'all listen to us faithfully every Tuesday.
Yeah.
And you know, essentially what's being built here, what goes on behind the scenes, how his idea turned into what it is now. We'll be getting deep into that. And if you already know the story, sit the fuck down and listen to it again. Okay.
I'm looking at these questions. I'm like, I know all of these things.
It's okay.
So this is
For
the
those who
listeners.
don't know, y'all finna find out today.
Her.
Okay. All right. First, we need Keith Good News to hit us off with a freestyle.
Oh.
Freestyle. I got 3 child. Nah, just 2. I'm just playing with you. But the shit I'm serious about, yeah. Cause I ain't laying with you. I'm getting on, boy. I ain't staying with you. Ain't no game, so you know that I ain't playing with you. Yeah, I'm leaving. I ain't staying with you. Yeah, no delaying. I'm displaying anybody that I'm coming through. I'm like Vince McCain, if you know what I'm saying. And I ain't, yeah. I don't know. I ain't got nothing else. That's it. I'm off right now. I'm in. I got nothing else.
Y'all missed Moni's freestyle earlier today.
I'll be trying.
Oh, you got something?
Come on, Mom. Hit me with something, man. Ain't never letting me out here.
Come on, I got you.
Look, I gotta practice. You know, I'm acting. But let me catch the beat because I'm quick on my feet. Like a treat. Trick or treat, Halloween coming up, and you know what's up. That's all I got.
That's all you
today.
got?
But like I said, I'm gonna keep practicing because I'm rusty.
Hey,
but
keep going.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
keep
can-
practicing.
Should I freestyle today?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, I don't know how to rap
No,
freestyle though. I gotta sing.
This needs to be our new skill that we developed.
All right, you ready? You know very well who we are.
What?
We is never not extra.
know
Shit.
it.
Up on the mic.
Shit.
Hey.
You better tune in on Tuesdays.
Okay.
Cause we the only one that hit you good and juicy.
Hey, that was bars, bro.
That was fun.
Hey, I'm
Shit
proud of
was up.
myself. Low key.
That shit was
All
up.
right.
Now I gotta redo my shit. You know what I'm saying? Damn. No, that shit was tight. You did that.
Oh my God. All right, y'all. Now that we got that off our chest, Milo trying to freestyle. Nah, dog, you don't know how to
Still
talk.
feeling good.
Relax. Oh my gosh. Before we get into our topic, okay, y'all already know what we want to know. We want to know.
How you doing?
I would say it's working today.
It's working.
Good. How you doing?
How you doing? That's our favorite one. How you doing?
He was practicing that before he came to that.
So let's start with Keith. How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm doing great. Honestly, I'm feeling progressive. I'm feeling very, very full,
Amen.
prosperous, and hopeful, and all that shit, man. Lucky. What else you want? But I'm ready. I just feel ready. I'm ready.
I like that. How you doing, Moni?
I am doing good. I'm having a good day.
That's good.
Busy.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm good. I'm
You
good. I'm good.
Do y'all ever say y'all
I'm
bad?
Gucci.
Do y'all ever say y'all bad?
Yeah. I'd be
Okay.
like, dang,
Making
I'm
sure.
down bad.
I'm just making sure. I'm glad you. I'm
You
just saying,
know,
we need that.
no, even on the show too, I'd be like saying like, hey, I ain't having a good day, y'all. Like niggas, like, you know, I be ranting. I do
Yeah.
all my rants, like, because I'm not shit not always gravy. Shit
I'll
not
say
always
okay
gravy.
sometimes. I do appreciate when I ask how people doing and they take a second to think about it
Yeah.
and be like,
You notice
Yeah,
how I
I'm
always
good.
look at you and I be trying to think like I'm actually good. I was something was happening to me on the way here when I talked to Moni earlier, and I was like, I feel so irritated, and I don't know why I'm irritated. Like, and then when I thought about it, I was just like, those are not things to be irritated by. Like I was thinking about it, it was
Yeah.
just like a slight inconvenience, but it wasn't nothing that I still needed to like lingering be irritated about.
Yeah.
But by the time I got here and I was like getting stuff together, I'm like, I'm okay. Like,
You know,
you know,
I heard somebody say something really impactful a long time ago, and I stay with that. They say people don't have bad days; they have bad moments, and a lot
Yeah.
of and they just relive that moment all day.
100%.
yeah.
That's all that happens.
That is a yeah.
Ain't
that's a
that
way to
ain't that
describe it.
ain't that like perspective changing? Like
Yeah.
that shit. Like it was like you still living in that same time. That shit is
That used to be me.
Yeah.
Not too long ago. That was me. I can't do that no more. Hey, shout out to Kay Cannon in the chat. He said Kirsten was in the pocket holding that note,
Hey, she
holding that
wasn't.
tone.
Okay.
You was though.
My throat was closing. I was like,
I can't lose. I'm live on there. I gotta let these niggas know.
I can't fuck up
That's
now.
funny.
Shit. Shout out to Danny Designs in the chat. Shout out to Michael. Thank you, y'all. Somebody said, hi, Dad. It's Peyton. Aw. Hi,
listen.
Peyton. Hi, HR. I gotta watch my mouth.
My kids.
Hey, HR.
They know what's up. She gotta go to bed in 15 minutes, but maybe she can.
That's
Man, let
funny. That is funny.
Just let you know you listening.
Since,
You got bed in 15 minutes.
since we got Kate Cannon in the chat, look, if y'all ain't already checked out Kev and Keith's music, hey, y'all niggas sleep.
Yeah, y'all sleep.
Oh my god, that's
Y'all niggas is
that
sleep.
song bet is so funny to me.
I bet you won't.
because it's hella key.
I bet you won't do it. I know,
It's like you not finna do it. You gonna talk about it,
but you ain't
but
finna
you
do
not
it.
Finna, you not
just
really
talking.
finna put in that word.
How are you? What's up? You know what I'm saying? What's up? You know? Yeah,
Oh
I appreciate that. No,
gosh.
music's fire. We got another project coming out, I believe, next month. So
Lit.
it's already done actually. So yeah, we looking
Because so
forward
when
to
y'all
it.
shoot the music video, I'm in it. I'm
For
gonna
sure.
get my
Pull up.
hair freshly braided.
hey, honestly,
You
man.
gonna be like,
I'm gonna be in that bitch jerking.
Hey, honestly, man, we got a song. I keep telling Kev he sleep on his own music because everybody listen like, yo, this is one of the best songs I've heard. And in that song, I say, I only wear it if I got a TGN logo. So I can't wait to drop that because you know what I'm saying. Like
yeah.
I'm excited for that. I think you heard that. I think you heard that one before, Money. Maybe it
I
was.
feel like I have.
Yeah.
That
Anyways,
sounds familiar.
I'm excited about that. I'll talk about what we're doing a lot. So
We gonna get it cracking. We all doing things. All right, Moni, start us off, homegirl.
What are you obsessed with this week?
What am I obsessed with this week?
Yeah. You always
This
forget that's my favorite question. So I could just talk about random shit.
I know. Okay, so my obsession this week. Oh my god, what has been my obsession this week? My obsession this week has been
Finish
Squid
Clickbait?
Games.
I feel that.
For whatever reason, it's
got you.
actually very disturbing.
It's so mind blowing. It's so different.
Yeah,
It's very different.
It's mind blowing. I cannot.
Yeah,
get red
I
light,
can't
green
stop
light
watching
on my
it.
head.
I normally I cannot stop watching it. I don't
Okay,
know
so
why.
Y'all watched at least the first episode, right?
I've seen the whole thing
Yes.
already.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm
I
only
haven't-
to 3.
I haven't finished it, but I was watching the red light green light game like what the fuck
Yeah.
because I knew that it was some crazy like deadly stuff, but I didn't know that they
Mhm.
didn't tell them. And then when they were like fussing about it, and he was like, "It's just a game, guys. They simply got eliminated.
Yeah.
Like it's just."
Yeah, he was very calm. They didn't follow the
It was
rules.
like-
Yeah.
It's like they didn't follow the rules. They just got eliminated. That's all.
Like, no, nigga, they're dead.
Yeah.
So that's been one of my obsessions this week. What has been another one of my obsessions this week? I don't
You
know.
finished clickbait.
I finished Clickbait. You watch Clickbait, Keith?
I started it and then I just felt like if I don't binge, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
know
gonna
that's
happen.
how. Yeah. I
The
will say
style of that
something. I
show
will
is
say something
so
about
genius.
Clickbait. That could have been a movie. I don't like when shows drag out stuff that could just get to the point.
I like
It was
that
good.
It was yeah. It was very good. I get what you're saying. I like that it's a limited series and they're not gonna drag it on to be season 2.
Right.
Okay,
At least
yeah.
I
It's
hope
over.
that they don't. It's the story is told.
Right.
It's over.
Yeah. I'm also obsessed with On My Block. I like that. I love that show. I don't know why I like it so much, but this
Everybody
is their
likes it. I
last
haven't
season,
watched
and
it.
I will be watching that bit before I start binge watching Insecure because Never Not Insecure is coming up.
Oh,
You
it's
already
back,
know what
baby.
it
It's
is.
back.
Hey man, Issa gotta come up here and stop playing, man. We got to go ahead.
Issa?
Okay,
Yeah.
Issa. I DM'd Issa
Mhm.
and I asked her to come on our show.
Nah, hey, we
I think she would love it.
we gonna get her this time.
I'm like,
We on it.
please.
We can do whatever we want to do. She gotta come. We talk about her a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's all love too. We don't want nothing from her. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
absolutely.
Yeah, we just want to offer her something.
I'm
And I
like,
think
dang,
who
this is the
can't-
last
who don't fuck with that?
season. This is the last season. Like, we've been doing this for
Yeah.
every season. Like,
Yeah.
come fuck
Yeah.
with us.
No, real talk. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we fucking with you.
Come fuck with us.
Yeah, we
Nah.
fucking with you.
So yeah. Hey, if y'all see this YouTube, share it to Issa.
Yeah.
Screen record what we just said and send it to Issa.
Yeah, do that. Tag her up.
Tag her up.
What am I obsessed with this week?
I just want to crip walk. Let me turn this down.
I started Squid Game.
Okay.
I also started Insecure. I started
Okay.
Binge watching Insecure again, and I know I be looking cheesy, but I be at home by myself watching Insecure, like like just cheesing, saying all the lines, like because I remember this
Yeah.
shit. You know, like how
I
you watch
know.
the first season
Yeah.
hella times. So I be like, I gotta go home and deal with this motherfucking relationship, like, and then just seeing Tristan like do his blood
Yeah.
stuff. And I think back to when I was watching that before I met him, not realizing he's a completely different person from
Completely
this character.
different.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just really dope to see, and it's something that I really appreciate. Like, I'm sad it's the last season, but that show is really special to
It's done
Black
its-
people in LA.
It's
For
done its
sure.
part.
For
I'm-
sure.
And again, I'm glad Issa is not trying to what's the saying? Beat the dead horse
dead horse.
Mhm.
to
Like,
try to make money. She is like, this is the story that I want to tell, and that's it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I'm obsessed with Curb Your Enthusiasm. I don't know if y'all watched that.
I know what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched it. a few times.
It's fucking hilarious. It's
Is that the
fucking
show you was
hilarious.
talking about last week?
with Larry David.
I don't know people's names. I'm not.
It's
gonna-
like dry comedy, right?
It's very much
Yeah.
in the same style of like before Insecure, when it was Awkward Black Girl.
Oh, okay.
It's like situational humor.
Oh, okay.
It'll be some shit like, where he show up to the DMV and they say they going in order, and then like
They're not
somebody will
gonna-
go before him and then he make a big. It's
Oh, okay.
it's really hilarious the way
Mhm.
that they write. That
I'll have
show.
to start watching it.
Girl, it's genius.
Yeah.
Genius.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's been on forever too. So it got to be
And
doing
it's still
standalone.
going. And then
Still
like
going.
Wanda Sykes, I'm on the season where Wanda Sykes is on it now.
Oh, okay.
So it's fucking funny.
I'll have to watch it. I know what Keith is obsessed with this week, but I'm gonna ask
You
him
already know.
anyway. What you obsessed with this
No,
week,
no, I'm
bro?
obsessed. I'm obsessed with this office.
Right.
I've been in there every night, all day
Man.
for like since like I just been in there, just getting
Yeah.
it done.
In that thing.
We just
in
getting it
that
done.
thing.
I'm ready for the next chapter. I'm ready for the next chapter, yo.
It's
It's like right now I feel like it's a book you can't put down. You know,
Yeah.
that's how I feel. I can't wait to get to the next page. I'm like, I can't put this book down. So
yeah.
That's a great
I'm
way
very
to think
excited.
about your
Yeah.
projects.
yeah.
Yeah. It's lit.
Mhm.
I'm
It
excited.
really is.
I'm excited, y'all.
Yeah.
I am excited. Crazy Maria is in the chat. Hey, she was
That's my
okay,
favorite person right there.
Crazy
No,
Maria?
she really
yeah,
is.
she really is.
So Crazy Maria was low key fussing at me on Instagram because of how drunk I got on Friday night.
Mhm.
Because I never get that drunk. Even Moni was like, "I've never seen you this way."
Never.
From Friday?
Yeah.
I just seen them.
Oh, we was all together on Friday. Yeah,
Yes.
that was a really good time.
I had so much fun.
It's been a while since we've been like in that setting all together.
I had so much fun.
Yeah, for sure. No, definitely. I did too. Man, anytime we can all get together as much as we can, as many of us as possible and have a good time, man.
I have fun.
We should really do that when Dash has gigs. Honestly.
Yeah. For real. I think my mistake was I ate 6 fries instead of eating all of my fries because I was ready to go shake ass and drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Simone was like, "You say you're not gonna eat your fries."
I was concerned. I was like, I know how this night gonna go.
I was okay up until I made it to Moni's house. I was there, and then I said, I remember when we got to the car in the parking garage, I was like, Moni, I have to throw up. In the middle, some guy was talking to me, and I was like, I'm sorry, but I have to throw up. Like, I can't talk anymore.
I saw when y'all went over the hill, and I told y'all, I said, this is stupid. Verbatim.
Oh, wait.
No,
verbatim, I said that.
There's a video of him.
Like,
he stepped in the screen. He was like, this is stupid.
I was fine because
I knew y'all was going. There's a threshold, and I'm like, yeah, they're going. Yeah, they're crossing. Yeah, I know. I saw it. Right.
Dang, that's fucked up. Wait, okay, so Michael said yes, Curb Your Enthusiasm. It ain't dry comedy. But Kay Cannon said, I always think Kirsten be faking being drunk.
Hey, real talk, I thought she was faking being high sometime too, but it's just
really.
But then you be throwing up. It's like, she wasn't faking. She was just.
Oh, that one time I threw up all over your apartment floor. I felt so bad about that.
Actually, you hit me twice for that, right?
Feel bad about
that. Because you thought I was joking until Danielle was like, no, she really throwing up.
Oh my God,
so I understand exactly what Kev is talking about.
Because I had smoked, so it was like I didn't have no space to get to where I needed to be. It like I was, when you smoke and you be coughing to the point where it make you throw up. That's what happened to me. But at your house, I knew that I needed to throw up, and that's why I just so properly, plainly sat over your toilet and just started regurgitating.
I think it's because you have an emotionless face, unless you're smiling. Outside of that, it's like one face. You know what I'm saying? So if you're
saying that.
So when you're telling a story, whether like when you say I'm drunk, like some people be like, I'm drunk. You just have the same face. Like, oh, I'm drunk. It's like,
dang, this is so crazy that everybody be saying this about me. Like, because Travis be saying, he's like, I don't know, like when you're joking or doing whatever, because like you don't have no face. Yeah, like face. Even when people be like, oh, you trying to be funny, like on Instagram, you do TikToks, like your face be so straight, like it's not nothing. Yeah, but I don't be knowing that it's doing that.
I mean, that's what I would say. I could be wrong. Can't say something, but I think that has something to do with it.
Crazy Maria said, never fuss and Kirsten, no judgment. Just schooling and give you advice because I've definitely been there, done that. LOL. I feel you.
Yes, make it eat.
I
tried to stop for food after so it could soak it up.
And I was already blacked out.
Yeah. You was like, no, I can't talk right now because I'm going to throw up.
Everybody was talking to me too much. But I stayed at Moni's house. I did the responsible thing. I stayed at Moni's house.
That was good. That's not.
And everybody know I like to go home, but yeah. Go ahead, Moni. Start us off. Dang, you can Harlem Shake to this. Okay, go ahead.
Harlem Shake to everything, baby girl. All right, so Keith, we didn't even really introduce you, but what would you call yourself? Like, because there's a lot of titles now.
Dang, yeah, there is a lot of titles.
Marathon runner,
right?
Oh man, what would I call myself? Maybe I just wouldn't. Maybe I just wouldn't call myself. I would say just call me whatever you see me as. I guess I don't even know like what I do. I just know like what I don't do. It's not nothing. I won't never not extra. I can use the double negatives. So yeah, But I mean, honestly, like that I don't care. You know what I mean? Like some people see me as a motivational speaker. Some people see me as a motivational runner. Some people see me as a businessman. Some people see me as a father. Honestly, like I don't know. I don't know. I'm just being the best version of myself.
I know that's right.
I'm trying to be at least.
I can appreciate that for sure.
Well, if you are just tuning in and you have no idea who Keith is owner of Good News, which is a conglomerate of TGN Latinx, TGN Sports, TGN Talk, the original.
Yeah.
And how many shows?
27.
Yes.
27?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, we're gonna have to have a
we unfuckwittable, bro. Like we unstoppable, dog.
Bro, 27.
That shit shows. Imagine how many people. We're unstoppable force, dog. I'm telling you.
This is why 3 stations need to be.
We need to have like a bingo of like, because who finna name off all of those shows? I can't. I was gonna
Really?
say like 15.
No,
I
hey,
thought we were still at 15.
hey,
but
hey, no, hey, real shit. I had did the fucking deck for the whole company, and I was like, I ain't missing nobody, and I was missing the fucking show, and I was like, damn, I thought I got everybody, but yeah, it can't, yeah, no,
we
for sure.
deep.
I always just do it.
Deep
I
as
just
fuck.
always start from Sunday to remember every show. I just
That's
start
what
from
I usually
Sunday.
do.
No, but see, even then, you'll miss somebody because I was doing the same shit. Like I thought I had it,
But
but
I only know the talk. Well, I don't even know what that anymore. But the talk shows from Sunday to.
right.
Yeah. No, we in this thing.
But it's gang. It really is. Like it really is.
We in this thing. Moni Michael said, make sure you watch the Palestinian chicken episode. Crazy Maria said, the man with 1,000 trials.
Traits.
The goal traits.
Yeah.
Sorry, see, I can't see from here. She said the goal.
I appreciate that.
Man, we I'm on the motherfucking winning team. I don't care what nobody say.
Let's pull it back though and let people know the story of how Good News Radio got started before these 27 shows when it was one show, one location.
Yeah. Yeah, let's take it back. We can start many places, but I was starting to with the inception of the Good News itself, and that's 2016. In my dad's basement. I was kind of doing a show out of my room. I told my dad, like, yo, I need to like step it up a notch. I got to get the fuck out of my bedroom and get some equipment. Like, I need to get some shit. And I remember posting on my Instagram a long time ago. I remember like, damn, I have to spend this 500. And mind you, 2016 podcast wasn't as popular as it is now.
It wasn't.
So, it's been a boom.
Stuff wasn't as available. There wasn't even the same equipment there was no Rodecaster Pro.
Right.
You had to learn an old school mixer board.
Yeah.
And that was only 6 years ago. So, imagine, like, it's been a lot that's happened.
Yeah.
But anyways, I just bought some equipment. I said, I don't know how to work it, but I'm gonna learn it. And luckily, man, this is why it's important to have good friends around you. I called one of our friends. I said, I need a mentor. And I ended up meeting So Social from the Social Hour. And when I found out he was the owner, I told him I would clean his studio if he let me hang out with him.
This is really some fucking.
This real shit. Like, this is real shit.
P. Diddy,
right.
Story.
I told him, and he started laughing. He was like, for sure, show up Tuesday. So I showed up every Tuesday for 2 years, and I was still started my thing out the basement. I used to go by Controversial Keith, actually, before the
that
Good
fits
News.
you.
Yeah. I was trying to do my best impression of Charlemagne because he was the one at the time.
Yeah.
He wasn't even as big as he is now, but he was growing.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, this guy's, I like him. So I kind of was trying to, just be controversial. But anyways, I got to develop a lot the Social Hour, and then I started my own show in the basement with my dad called the Good News Radio Show. And the crazy part about it is, y'all want to know how I got the name Good News in general? So at the Social Hour, this is when Trap Kitchen was really booming at the time. Like, they had just hit the streets, and the Social Hour was very popular because it was the only outside of Homegrown at the time. Homegrown wasn't even on where they are now. They were still, but they was like kind of adjacent to the Social Hour. And so they were one of the most popular independent radio stations at the time, black owned music. So they came up there. We ended up interviewing them, and one of the founders of Trap Kitchen goes by Trap Bad News. And I was thinking, like, okay, whatever, it didn't dawn on me. We had the interview, and I was like, this nigga is one of the most pleasant people I've ever met in my life.
He's not bad news at all.
Why is it? Yeah, and literally at that moment, I was like, damn, like, I want to make people feel the opposite of how he made me feel when I met him. The opposite.
Yeah.
And I said, from that day forward, I went by Good News. And I remember I come back the next week, and I told Social, I was like, I'm changing my name. He was like, here this nigga go. Like, he joking and shit. And he was like, what changing your name to? And I was like, Good News. And then he was like, what? Like, he was like, you on gospel shit? It was a joke, everybody joking, but I just felt so good about it because every time I told somebody that, the response that I got from it was just so great. So at that point, I started going by Keep Good News, or just Good News at the time. And thus kept rolling the Good News Radio Show. Now you kind of see how it kind of just spiraled off. And we did that out the basement for my dad's basement for a year and a half, twice a week. Nice. Before we end up opening our first station.
It's crazy when you think about it, because it's like a year and a half is actually not long before you end up opening a fucking station.
Yeah.
Like, that's not long.
I was really just thinking about even just from sweeping there in 2016. 2016, I don't know if you really think about, like, what have you built since 2016, or what have you
Mhm.
been working on, right?
Mhm.
It seems like it goes by really fast.
Yeah.
So that's a very short period of time to look back and be like, this is where it started when it was nothing. There was no studios, and now
Yeah.
it's like where it
Shit's-
is now. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
This shit crazy. But I give a lot of credit to Social because he was the owner of the station,
Mm-hmm.
and I was able to see the structure that he set. I was able to see a lot of mistakes he made too, and that was the most important part. I was able to see things I would do differently, and just learn from him. And he kind of was the one that told me like, "Yo, like you can do this." You know what I mean?
That's dope.
And yeah, and I was like, okay, but I ain't doing music, bro, because I see what you go through. For real, it's just nigga shit, And I was like, bro, I don't want that. So that's what also made me decide to start a talk station instead of music. And why still to this day we don't have a music station, because I wanted to solidify us in a different realm. Every black radio station does music.
Yeah, they
hip-hop.
do.
Promotion,
They do.
Yeah.
And we like, nah, I want to provide something different. I knew that one, we don't compete with nobody, and two, we need to offer the culture something else, another place to talk about
Absolutely.
different
And it's
shit.
great. Yeah, because even when people because people who don't listen, who have never listened to us, and that they just see like Mike's and us doing a show, they come at us like, oh, I got an album coming out,
They don't even know.
They don't even know. And I would welcome that if they ask to be on it, and if they know a little something, but you got to come at it with a different angle. We're not going to play your song, because I remember when me and Ben first came in here, you were asking us, do we do music? And he was like, it's okay, because nobody cares. Like nobody gives a fuck if you not know. They don't care.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like, okay, you can, if you're an artist and you want people to know you, you gotta pitch to us like an angle of like something that pertains to our show. That's kind of the workaround that we do.
Yeah.
Like, okay, say you got a song about this coming up, we gonna make it our topic, and we're gonna make your music a very small part of the show.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot of that being in the basement. I used to have, Jackie will tell you this story that it literally after that day I said we're never doing it. Kev was there. It was this guy, man, and he was a rapper from Florida. And at that time I used to charge for interviews at the time. Yeah. Like that was my hustle out the basement. People don't even know. Like I used to have an interview once a show. I mean every other show.
Yeah.
I would charge $35 for every interview, and I would get them a t-shirt when they came. I'll give them a picture, give them like a video, like we hooked them up too. But I would charge for every feature. That's what I learned from the Social Hour, because that's what music people do. They always want to pay to get on.
Right.
Man, it was the worst show I ever had. Like, I mean, the dude was on his phone the whole time asking questions like, yeah. Like, and I'm like, what is this? So anyways,
I have no idea what you just said to me.
What you mean?
Oh, well, God damn it.
She forgot she was on camera.
I can't lip talk never mind.
Yeah.
I did forget we was on camera.
She was trying to lip. Now we got to go back and see what she said.
Gonna do it slow motion.
No, but I could definitely see that happening, because they're not, if they don't know what the show's about, like they're not going to be engaged.
Yeah. But I think that when we've had people like that, they really appreciate that, because think about the actors we've had on our show, or people that do music and stuff like that. They get to be out of their element of being interrogated about projects and get to actually talk about shit that they want to talk about.
That's more important. Just kind of like how Breakfast Club does. Like, rarely do they talk about the projects, or it's more about like
it'd be random shit. Like, so what do you think about this person? Like, because they're in the media right now.
I heard
like,
shower. Is that true?
Yeah, like, so it's I think it's refreshing.
Yeah.
Keith, you kind of answered our next two questions that we was gonna ask. It's cool. It makes the show flow. But I have a question. So how has being from LA had an impact on your drive, or has it not had an impact on you at all?
Oh, 100% had an impact. It's funny. My mom spent a lot of time trying to get me out of LA. My dad spent all this time putting my ass on the bus. So it's just different. It was good for me. But I think LA taught me a lot. It taught me how to navigate through people. I think more so than anything.
Yeah.
I caught the 115 and the 210. And if you from LA, those are two like on Crenshaw and Manchester, and then on Crenshaw and 100 on Century.
Yeah.
So I caught some real buses, and I seen a lot. So I had to navigate through a lot of negativity, and you realize how much positivity actually it is. I went to Inglewood High School, and most people may think like, damn, I was like, man, I'm glad I went to Inglewood High School, because high school was easy. You know what I'm saying? I was like, y'all need
high school was easy.
Just turn the shit in, bro. We good. Like, so simple things like that, it just taught me how to navigate, I think. So being from LA, not only that, it gives you that hustle. Like I've been a lot of places, and nobody moves like a person from LA. Period. It's a whole different hustle.
How so?
Yeah.
It's just in LA, we're always on. It's and even when we chilling, we on.
Yeah.
Like we, you know what I'm saying? Like we're on. So it's just when I go to other places, it's not on. It's very, very they take a long time to do things. They take a long time to, money doesn't mean as much. There's not Rolls Royces rolling around left and right. There's not these huge mansions in most places, you know what I'm saying? In the country. So, LA is one of a kind, and to be born here and survive here and learn how to live here, man, you got to be something special. For real.
Kay Cannon said, not every creative can hold a conversation. Most are awkward. I think he was talking about the interview.
Yeah.
He
was there. He was
That's
there.
true.
Yeah.
I was just making sure Thunder wasn't coming for us again. We heard, you saw me looking like, hey, nigga, what's going on?
Kirsten, how has being from LA impacted your drive, or has it not?
I don't know if it's impacted my drive because I didn't necessarily grow up in LA. And so I didn't know. I'm being for real. Like my experiences have been different. Like I grew up in Torrance and Carson, which is, even though it's right next door, it's completely different. Like I didn't know shit about LA till I was an adult. So it was just like, I never had to, and I had to like catch the bus and stuff, but I'm catching a bus in fucking Harbor City, Torrance, Carson. That's completely different atmosphere. I didn't really like I don't know if my parents necessarily like sheltered me, but there was nothing we needed to do in LA. Our church was in LA. That was it.
Right. Every nigga went to church in LA. Niggas would live in Victorville and drive to fucking LA to go to church, boy. To hear the word. Every Sunday. Oh God.
That was the only time I was in LA.
That's
Crenshaw Christian Center.
That's funny as hell.
So
CCC.
So yeah, but I do think that as I became an adult, that it definitely made my hustle a certain way, because it's like you have to think about who your circle is, for one. And I think when you first start out doing stuff, you never want to be the one person in your circle that's not doing shit. You know what I mean? But like how you always call me the bounce back queen. I don't know how shit be happening for me, but I really just feel like no matter how many, remember how I always tell you, like when people bring you up, when somebody says like, oh, what do you think about Moni? Everybody has the same consistent thing to say about you. With me,
what is that?
They just always have pleasant things to say about Moni, like how, loving she is, or she's always like caring, understanding, like she's cool, chill, funny, like all that stuff. Now, when people ask about me, it's half and half. Some people think I'm a bitch. Some people think like, oh no, she's rude, she's mean. Yeah. But other people be like, oh dang, like she'll do whatever she can for you, all this other stuff. But it just depends on how.
People got to get to know you. They don't have to get to know Moni. Like,
yes,
that's what, like off the rip, they're like, she cool as fuck. You, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But until they get to know you, like, oh, she actually is cool. It
exactly.
take a little longer.
And I try to tell her I
feel like it'd be off top, but maybe that's the person with me that you were when you met me. Well, no, not the first time we met, but
it's
see, awesome. There it goes.
Yeah, Moni thought I didn't like her.
See, point exactly.
She was like, I was like, oh hi, nice to meet you. She was like,
once again, emotionless face. You know what I'm saying? It's like
she was like sipping her cup, like.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, but then you were cool that night, and then the very next time I saw you, it was very familiar. It was like this girl talking to me like she know me.
You know what? I like to match people's energies. Now at that point, I was probably already drunk and hot and sweaty. It was grits and biscuits. It's very hot and sweaty and ratchet in there.
I remember them days, boy.
Grits and biscuits was always fun.
Man, it's just But I say that to say, like, I think that a lot of like my work ethic and connections that I've gotten has taught me to like always be on the hustle. Any job I've ever had, if somebody was out of work, I was gonna do their job.
Right.
Oh, what was they supposed to do? I'll do it. You know how to do it? No, but I'm gonna figure it out. I've been promoted how many times on each job I've had? Like, it's just always been something. And I feel like outside of that, it's made me want to, hustle a lot more. But I would say my most hustle has started since I've been a part of Never Not Extra. That's been my most hustle, honestly. I was never thinking about being on no fucking podcast. When Moni asked me, I was just like, dang, that mean people gonna be in my business? Like, or I gotta share, because that's not something that I was open to doing
Right.
at that time. Because I liked the fact that people didn't know if I liked them or not.
Mhm.
I don't know why that was something, but it was just like I just liked because I like to be like kind of like mysterious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't like for it to be because sometimes I at that point I wasn't really good at reading people's energies all the time, and some people can think that you're doing great and just want to be a part of you to like use you. I've been used a lot. We talked about that on the episode before, so it's just like I like to have that, and it's not even intentional. It's like second nature to me now to have that persona to where people have to figure me out
Mhm.
to know like how I'm gonna be with them. But I think being a part of Never Not Extra has really kicked in my hustle because I ended up loving it. Like, so when I'm trying to
like a great fit.
Yeah, when I was trying, when I'm trying to go to bed or when I'm doing some other shit, it's always like, oh, Never Not Extra. Oh, we could do this, you know, because I've texted you at 3:00 in the morning. You be like, bitch, go to sleep. Like, why are you texting me this at 3 in the morning? But that's like all I think about because I'm like, I could do this shit full time. Fuck a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it just makes me feel good. Like this is the place that makes me feel good. And then when you hear other people like, oh, I'm glad you said that because I was thinking about this or I was thinking about that or whatever. So my most hustle has come from this. And then just being a part of the good news in general, being around good people. And people constantly like encouraging you and like, oh, you don't know how to do this? Don't worry, I'll show you how to do it. Like everybody's always like passing off, and sharing whatever. It's not like, oh no, I'm up, so you need to stay down there or whatever. Like
that's what's kind of made me sad about the pandemic of like not having that physical like seeing more people, like seeing good news people, like how we used to.
Absolutely. And I miss that too because it's just like you get to learn so much about people. And I don't know if Keith minds me sharing, but Keith put together a great retreat for the executive team. And I feel like every team should do what the fuck he did because it's like you can know somebody for so long and not know shit about that person.
Right.
I think I learned about 5-6 new things about all of you guys just in those we weren't even there for like a full 2 days, but just in like the day and a half that we were there, you know what I mean?
That's important.
It is. And I like that. And I did miss that during the pandemic too, because it kind of like slows you down. But I feel like during the pandemic, people had to really figure out a way. I feel like a lot of people's hustle got kicked in during the pandemic because it was like, fuck. Everything just stopped, and it's like, what am I gonna do now? And people were forced to be in their creative space.
And it was.
Yeah. So it was, you know, the pandemic is not a blessing, but a blessing in that sense, to where people got an opportunity to pause. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What about you?
Being from LA has had an impact on my drive. One, this might be cheesy, but I feel like the weather. It just makes you feel. It makes you feel good.
That's real though. That's real. You ain't lying.
Because
so I ain't going.
Think about gloomy ass days. Imagine living somewhere where it's like this 60%,
like Seattle.
Like it's just gloomy.
Yeah.
When it's gloomy, I'd be like, oh, this is a chill day. I'm about to eat some soup. I ain't finna do nothing.
Yeah.
So just the sun being out, it makes you just want to get up and go and do something great, do something fun, do something exciting.
It's energy.
I can get that.
It's the energy in the air. And then also, what Keith kind of touched on before is like in LA, you see two extremes, right? You see people on top doing their shit, doing creative, like a lot of stuff is at our fingertips. In LA.
Absolutely.
Like and I feel like we don't sometimes it takes needing transplants to really which is why I like transplants, because they come out here and they hit the floor running.
Perspective is different.
And they grow and they grow and they grow. And
sometimes they go back.
Sometimes they do.
They realize it's real out here.
Yeah, it's definitely real out here. But for the ones that succeed, they put a different drive in you because sometimes LA people do fall and this shit is at our fingertips, but we don't reach out for it. And they come here and they get opportunities. So it's like, damn, I fucking grew up with this shit around me and I'm not and they out here going further than me. And I think that that's a whole nother thing. I know that we have like performing arts high schools out here, but we really, just because LA has Hollywood, and I just don't think that kids are learning enough about film careers and not even like the glamorous shit like acting, but like fucking all of the names that be in the credits that we don't know what the fuck they do. We don't know what I just learned what a showrunner was. Like, like all of those different things. But that's besides the point. But being from LA and just seeing the extreme of like really great possibilities and then also really terrible possibilities if you fuck up.
Yeah.
If you fuck up, you finna be on Skid Row. Not even just Skid Row, but all across the city, Yeah. So it's like we see both sides. So it's like, okay, I don't want to be like this. So I gotta get the fuck up.
Dang, every time I got bad grades, I remember one time my mom drove me out to Skid Row and told me get the fuck out the car. And I was crying.
Said, get the fuck out the car.
Yeah.
I'm about to say everybody got that parent story of them driving them around.
Why would you take me to that awful place? I was like so confused. It was like, it's just a bad grade. I'm gonna end up here because I got one bad grade. Like, that's crazy. That was scary to me. Like, I don't even think I had ever seen a rat in real life until that day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was scary.
I don't know why people, it's interesting. I said this on my show plenty of times. Like, nobody's on Skid Row due to like failed business.
It's not.
Or like,
a lot of those people choose to be there.
It's a lot of it's mental health. A lot of it is
drugs,
which is very sad.
It's very rare you'll find someone, I was chasing after my dream and ended up on Skid Row, and that's why I'm here. Like you don't see that. That story is not really there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
or they might have got on drugs and got sidetracked or some shit.
Yeah, but I was chasing my dream, and because I made a bad investment, now I'm on Skid Row. Like, no. Like that doesn't.
Like the Pursuit of Happiness. Like
yeah, it was just some crazy shit, But essentially, like I said, that's a rare thing, So I think that when we talk about that sometimes and we emphasize that's like, bro, you don't Skid Row most time because you want to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People are here because they want to be.
Yeah.
So
I got some uncles that.
Yeah, it's
chose,
Yeah, it's. I mean, you become comfortable in whatever environment fish and water. Let me just say that.
Yeah.
Fish don't know it's out of water until it's taken out.
I have another question for you before we get back into our questions that I want to ask. But before, let me get in the comments real quick. So Crazy Maria said, Kirsten, some people can't handle real, quote unquote, honest, straightforward people. That's true. But Keith, giving me pep talks about being softer. Moni too. Moni always telling me to be a little bit more soft.
Well, it's like landing a plane. You just got to land the plane with least amount of turbulence.
I know who I can be direct with and who I can't.
Okay, yeah.
Because before it was just like, that's how I talk to everybody. But I learned that I can't do that because everybody does not receive it that way. It's just like, oh, she's being mean to me. And it's like, I'm not being mean to you. I just said like exactly how I was thinking it. But you can't do that.
No.
Remember we talked about how important timing was when you say
yes
something.
Yes.
So that's a part of landing the plane.
Yes, absolutely. Michael said film career. I can't see what it says after that.
You must have never been at a LAUSD. I'm LAUSD all day, baby. So maybe I missed that, but I feel like there wasn't enough emphasis on like, hey, you live in this area. Here's some careers that you might be interested in. But all we knew is fucking acting and director.
Yeah.
We don't know all of the other very cool things.
Right.
A part of the entertainment industry. Because I probably would have been in that field had I known.
Absolutely. I think you would have at least like in the writing space for sure.
I could still do that low key.
You could.
You can do whatever you want to. Don't get me started.
You could.
Don't get me started. You can decide any day you want to be or do or have whatever it is you want. Any day.
Yeah.
You're not old. You're very young.
Thoughts of like.
You got a lot of.
And you could just do that shit. Like it don't even need to be like you could just gather up some people, write some shit, and a lot of fucking people. And people, if you asking to do something, people will help you.
I volunteered at one production.
Oh, I remember that.
I met that's how I met Coop.
Yeah.
That's how I met Shay.
Yeah.
I met a ton of people from there and I still follow them.
Yeah.
And they working on their own projects. So really
look at
and there you go, being in LA, like just fucking having that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Crazy Maria said our kids don't learn a lot of what's needed to know in school. That's true. Kay Kenneth said, real talk, Moni, it's 90% transplants on film sets. Yep.
When that could be us. Like, I mean, maybe they doing that at places like Hamilton or like, schools more on the west side or, near the valley. But I feel like it should be more.
It's so accessible, though. So people probably don't want it as much. And you got to think about, like, we're here. When people, you got to kind of come from a distance to come here to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it may seem like it's a lot of people, but it's really a few people from their hometown. Like,
Yeah.
There's one person from fucking two people from Kansas City that came out here, and it's 1,000 motherfuckers from LA. So I think that the ratio could still be there. It's just that when we see them, when they come out here, it's because they are after that.
Or maybe I'm just thinking of my immediate circle, my family.
Yeah.
Of like how Alex was on the show telling us like how in Detroit everybody worked in the auto industry.
Yeah.
It's not really this like the same out here.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Everybody's
that's
kind of doing
another
something
topic.
different.
Yeah.
My question to you, Keith, was gonna be how do you feel, because I feel like this should have been added, but how do you feel? I'm trying to figure out how I want to pose this question. How do you feel? What do you think has made this thing like a successful empire, as far as like how you keep things in order, and how you've had like all these ideas to like grow the good news? Like, what do you think has made it
kept it going? Hasn't
so
fallen
successful?
off, like just snowballing.
I think the first thing is choosing the right people. Very important. Who you have in the car with you. So I'm very particular. You know how I am. You know how we are. Like we said before the show started, like everybody on this network is like super fuck wittable. Like super fuck. Everybody's important. Everybody has pull somewhere.
Yeah.
Everybody can add value. So I always look at how can we add value to what we're doing, and also. Secondly, I never stay comfortable. Never. We opened a Latinx station 3 months ago.
Right.
I want to emphasize that. That shit's 3 months ago. You know what I'm saying? And it feels like almost old news at this point. We on to something else,
Yeah.
And we already know what we're going to do after we're done with this. Like,
right.
So I'm kind of like 3 steps ahead. And I'm always looking for progress. Always, what are we going to do next? And Kirsten will tell you, because she's on my executive team. Like when I get weird when shit gets too routine or too comfortable. I'm like, we need to do some shit.
You do.
I'm like,
it's like, oh,
there's nothing new going on.
Yeah, like what the hell are we doing? What's happening?
Right.
Like we
random
just shake some
FaceTimes.
shit
Like
up.
I was thinking about something. Like, oh,
we need to do some shit.
Do something. Do what, nigga? Damn.
So but yeah, that's even how when we had the podcast pit rolling, it was like we gotta do something. So it's just acting on every idea the best that we can, not allowing fear to stop that progress, because a lot of times fear will stop you or make the process take way longer than it needs to.
Yeah.
Like we could say, oh, we don't need to open up an office right now. We just opened up a Latinx station. That shit is old news, bro. Like last game stats don't count for this game,
Right.
So that we've done that already. Cool. What's the next step? So realizing that time is of the essence, and like, yo, let's hurry up and get these let's get these building blocks on so we can get there. So I guess that's a long answer, but that's what it is.
No, I feel that. I've been thinking about that a lot, just personally, of not being driven by fear, but being driven by freedom instead.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's a lot that I missed out on in life, and it's not even too late for anything until you are no longer here. But I am governed by fear. I have been governed by fear instead of like, who gives a fuck? Like that type of energy,
There's something I have in my mind that helps me with that. And I realized that in life we playing with house money. So pretty much, like if you go to a casino, they give you the money. They say, hey, but you can only play it while you're here. When you leave this casino, you can't take none of these chips with you. That's how life is. You playing with house money. You can't take none of this shit with you. So you gotta play it all here. You gotta use it all here while you here.
Yep.
If you saving and so I don't want, like, it don't matter. Like, it's house money. You can't leave with this shit anyway. So why not enjoy it? Why not do the best you can? Why not go all out? Because you only got you gotta leave this shit here anyway.
Yeah.
So when I started kind of taking that on and start like, fuck it. So what's the worst that can happen? First of all, I'm not gonna die. If I'm not risking death, then we're fine. Money is not real.
Right.
So like literally it's not real.
Right.
Like what does money represent? It's not the gold standard anymore. That's been gone.
Right.
Now they're getting rid of the physical dollar. So money is not real.
And the government is broke.
but they'll show a bunch of digits to your account, just type it right in. Everybody got a stimulus. They got enough money to do whatever the hell they want to do every time.
Right.
So realizing that, that shouldn't be the reason why I do things or why I don't do things because of fear of money or lack of money.
Yeah.
So just having those two things in my mind, be like, yo, like, just do it. You're gonna die, bro. So just do that shit.
It's crazy because one thing I definitely learned from Keith is to just like jump in and do it. And Simone do be having to calm me down sometimes. She'd be like, okay, Shayna, like settle down because now your ideas is running rampant now. Because I be like, once I start, I just don't stop. And she'd be like, okay, you're not thinking about cost here. You're not thinking about she be trying to condense it, But it's like once I start, I just keep going because it's like as soon as I hear an idea, I'm already envisioning like all this shit happening. And I know I give you shit when you just like sign us up for shit and don't tell me, but it's just like I know I'm gonna do it anyway, and I know that you're not gonna change your mind.
Exciting.
And I don't give a fuck if y'all don't. Like, are y'all not like? I don't care if y'all like it. Like, I know that y'all want to progress.
I don't care if you like it.
So if you have a problem with me, like anybody has a problem with me offering progress, because then we can't work together. It's not like that's all I'm about. So I can't fuck with you. Then, actually, because you are either afraid of progress or not willing to push yourself out of your comfort zone. We can no longer be, we can no longer be partners in this journey.
It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work for sure. But yeah, I like that. I think it has to be a true gift to be able to pick a group of people that make up 27 shows.
Yeah.
To really be for people to mesh. Yeah. Like it's never been chaos between studios, shows. Whenever we all get together, it's never that. It's always like
been warm since
always, always new shows, old shows, even shows shows that are no longer on this network still come and fuck with us.
So
you know what I'm saying? Like nobody has ever left and been like, fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying?
They come back, they show up to events.
Yep.
Yeah. And I would say I give a huge I'll throw a bone to one of my mentors, Jed, because he taught me that skill. He taught me that skill.
That's awesome.
It's really a skill, and he taught me that skill.
I love that.
I be feeling special because I feel like it took nothing for Keith to be like, yeah, okay, you good. You on the team.
I know Moni, one of the originals.
Like, y'all have barriers.
Actually, Moni, I think what were you one of the first shows that was on the network? I know you were definitely there at the very close to the very beginning.
I was there close to the beginning. I wasn't the OG.
The Get Right, I think, still got everybody.
The Get Right, yeah.
They Get Right got everybody.
Shout out to the Get Right.
Shout out to the Get Right. They since day one, since we opened, they've been here.
That's crazy.
They were doing their show at 11 p.m. at night to 1 a.m.
That's crazy.
I forgot about
and they did that for like 6 months, 7-8 months. Yeah,
That's crazy.
I just also want to add that the good news is I feel like everybody here can be their authentic self with no issue.
Yeah,
like everybody. Keith don't
no
never
judgment,
come in.
no side eye.
Keith never came in and been like, y'all should do y'all show this way, or this should be the content, or hey, I heard y'all talk, scale it back. No, it's just like, here's the equipment that y'all gonna use, and y'all do y'all thing and be creative with it.
Yeah,
because I like that other station that no, that's like I'm dissing.
It did sound like you was dissing.
It sounded like I was dissing.
It did.
But no, they're great for what they are.
Yeah.
But when me and Ben came, they was like, oh, so he gay, so y'all gonna talk about gay stuff? Like, I guess, But Keith was like,
that shit weak.
Because it's not about me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not about me. And like a part of this story that I probably didn't bring up, but I ended the original Good News Radio show.
Oh yeah. We totally skipped the whole radio show.
That was so big. Like I had been doing this for years.
Yep.
And then I had built everything around this show. Even the station, was named after the show, and I was going off air, and I didn't know how long it was going to be. I was breaking, Jackie was like, if you want to get rid of me, just get rid of me. I was like, no, I promise. Like, but it was a hell of a emotional time because, it was like, damn, am I giving up my dream, to be on air? Is it worth yes. And, I had to just answer that call. And, I recognize that nobody wanted to wear a shirt that said keep good news, but if it said the Good News Radio, people would wear it, so
you went out with a bang though.
I did go out with a bang. The grand finale was lit.
The grand finale was lit.
It was on
I
point.
remember that.
It was on point.
I remember that. It was fun.
And people may see the production, be like, wow, but behind it was a lot of emotional shit going on, man.
I'm sure.
Just opened the station. Didn't even know what the hell I was doing,
Yeah.
And I'm still learning equipment. I'm still, learning everything,
So what was it?
Broke.
As much as you would like to share, like what was it? Do you feel like it was just you need to put more attention on the station, or like what?
Yeah, so I knew that the energy I was putting towards myself, I had to put towards everyone else, and there was no way that it was kind of you can't be I think where artists go wrong with their record labels is they're trying to be the main artist too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're gonna keep putting yourself in front of everybody that's supposed to be rocking with you. Nobody wants that.
Yeah.
So me going off, I went off air for 6 months. I didn't do and I just focused on building the station, and it was the best. It was a smart choice. From that, Jackie got her own show from there, and that was the whole point. When she joined me at the basement, she said, "I just want my own show one day," and I was like, "Now it's the time." We're in transition now.
I remember that was exciting when I heard that she was like getting her own show,
right? And
it was like ladies' night.
And look how that spiraled now to a whole entire Latinx station. So so you have to make those tough. If I didn't make that tough change, that transition, Jackie would have stayed comfortable being my co-host, but that put her in an uncomfortable situation. Her first try at the press live for her, she was so nervous, and so it's just those moments that I felt like, okay, this is a sacrifice I have to make, and I'm willing to do it for a bigger goal, for a bigger reason.
Yeah.
And it was just maybe a lot of people maybe won't really look at that as a big deal, but it was a really, really emotional time, for real.
I bet, because I remember the show was like a good time.
Yeah. Twice a week too, every week.
Yeah.
Dash and Sin and all that.
It was a whole squad.
Kev, we was doing it,
It was a whole squad. But you came back and still be doing the shit on the top of the morning,
and which is a whole different show from the Good News Radio show.
It is, but it's so you though.
It is.
Yeah, very much so.
It's so you though. Dang, that's crazy. I just got fuzzy inside
I know.
hearing that.
Real shit.
So how do you think that stations like the Good News can help unite Black community in LA? Because with these local legend series, we talk about being Black in LA, how we don't have a large Black population. And we do have a sense of community because in LA, people switch different high schools. So a lot of people know somebody that knows somebody. But how would you say that independent radio can help unite Black community and Latinx while we at it?
I think just for us, what we've done, like I said, I think most important, we've created a culture, and even people who are not a part of the network, they come in and they still become friends of the network, even if they're doing their own podcast that is not on the net. It's just what we create an environment. Everybody that they meet, we just create a different environment, a different energy, and I think that's so important for the Black community. I guess I can't really say just the Black community. I really wasn't even doing it for the Black community. I was just doing it because I didn't have an opportunity. Nobody's putting me on. Yeah. So, and proximity is everything. So, most of the people, I hang out with are Black, or that I'm, connected with are Black. So it's like, this is for us, So, I don't know. I think it just gives us a outlet. A big thing I want to point out, yesterday, how Facebook and everything went down. But we didn't. So we were still up live.
Shout out to Just a Dope Ass Podcast.
Yeah, right.
Because
they made an emphasis on that.
Yeah.
And that may go overlook. Some people no, look at how independent we are. Everybody still got their notification.
Yeah.
And we relied on us. And we were able to promote, within. We were able to, create content within. We were able to still provide our service, to our people without Facebook, without Instagram, without depending on StreamYard, on YouTube. None of that shit was working, but we was. So I just thought that was a huge moment. We are truly independent. We don't need none of these motherfuckers.
It's crazy because I didn't feel no type of way that shit was down, and I just thought about that because I didn't even know until somebody told me. I was like, oh, And then that's when I asked you, I was like, oh, it's down.
Well,
of course, I
did.
asked you. You know, I asked you because you work in the field. So I asked you, I was like, oh, somebody told me this. Like, that's true. But I wasn't even, it was just like, oh, okay. You know? And it was just like, and it was crazy because when TJ posted that, I was just like, nigga. Right?
Exactly.
And shout out to everybody, like not just us that like I seen people, Twitter was still working, but I seen people saying like Casey, he was like, you know, it's not down. What's his brand called? Something by Stokes.com. And our homegirl Maya, she runs a grant writing company. And she's like, let me send this newsletter since everybody, you know, it's like people got to shout out to people having different outlets.
Absolutely.
Yep. You cannot rely on this I've said it many times. If you rely on social media, you're in trouble.
You was just talking about this the other day when we were talking about marketing.
Yep. You're in trouble.
Like it can't just be on social.
No.
It can't. It won't work that way.
It sure won't.
It can't just be on social.
No.
That's crazy. And then the next day everything crashed.
Yep.
No, it kind of scared me for a second. I was just really thinking about it because it stopped, you know, work. I mean, I still had shit to do, but I had double shit to do because I didn't have access to Facebook. But I was just thinking about what if all of this shit went away? Like my whole entire field.
Yeah, what Mark Zuckerberg said, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to do this shit no more. And
let me shut it down. I hate myself for what it's done to people. I'm about to shut this shit down. If you wanted to do that.
Moni, how many people's account have got shut down that they rely on that for their business, they rely on their followers, they rely on that to make sales even, you know, majority of their sales, like, so, you know, and so you're really putting your future in Mark Zuckerberg's hand. And, you know, how many people have just lost their account? They had 20,000 and now they just lost their account.
People, like from people who were on that account at my job that were doing like travel and what do you call it? Cruise line. They were, you know, working on that account when the pandemic happened. Ain't no cruises. So you lucky you got another account. Otherwise you would have been laid off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like just because
I actually hired somebody from a cruise line during the pandemic because they didn't have no job no more because it wasn't no cruises. So I get it.
Crazy.
I get it. Dang.
Yep.
You better find a backup. Look, you better find a backup job.
I'm like, would I just be going back to fucking selling ads in the newspaper? Like, okay, like the traditional media. Like,
listen, we got advertisement. You know what I'm saying? Facebook ain't fucking with you. Instagram ain't fucking with you. Come on down to the good news. We got spots for you. You know what I'm saying? Hella spots.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I have a question. So how do you think, because I know like you run this, right? But how do you think being a dad has changed you?
I think most important, it made me realize time, you know, and how it can be wasted, you know, or just how much time I spent not working on things or not doing things that's important. So I think the number one thing is time. I for sure can say that. Time. It's so valuable. It was way more valuable than I used to always say, time is valuable, but like, no, it's really valuable, especially when now I don't get a lot of time to myself. So, you know, like, you know, today was a long ass day. You know, I was on Nicolette's show early this morning.
I was like, dang, we didn't even know he was gonna be on everybody's show today.
Tour.
Shout out to Evolve with Nicolette on the Latinx station.
So, you know, we got up. I had Cameron today. We was at the office, you know, so it was just, you know, it's time. That's the only thing I can say. Time. I really recognize time, and that's why when we work, we working. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, let's get it in. Like, I'm always like, yo, let's schedule this. Let's get this, and I'm always like, let's do it early. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it done early because I don't have that luxury of just kind of you know perusing through the day. Yeah.
Dang. That's crazy. I didn't think about that. I don't have no kids, so you know.
All the time in the world.
What about,
I guess I technically have one, but it's different.
What about like so, you know, when you a single person, you don't got no kids or you're not tied to anything, you kind of could take, or you feel like you could take more risk because it's just you that it's affecting. Now that you have kids and you're more grounded, do you feel that same way, or does everything has to be calculated and intentional?
It's funny because I think Nicolette asked me some similar to a question earlier, and the best answer I can give is the reason your kids can be the reason why you don't do something or the reason why you do something. It's just up to you to decide what it is.
Yeah.
You know, for me, it's you know, I'll take bigger risks now. I got more people to. I need more, so I can't bet $1 anymore because I only get $1.
Yeah,
that ain't gonna feed nobody. What am I? I'm wasting my time. I'm wasting my time playing small. And just like I said, I don't have that, so I have to play. If I'm coming to play big because I don't have time to keep coming back to this motherfucker to get all these little wins.
Right.
I need to win big as much as I can.
So it's the bigger motivation.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
All my risks be high stakes.
And what year was Peyton born actually?
2012.
Okay, so you already had that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not like you started like
nah.
You know, you already had that like I gotta
get it in. Yeah. And it's funny because when I had Peyton, literally not up until that point, like I had Peyton, and I think like the first year I had her, that's when I decided I was gonna be rich. And that was interesting, right?
Not I was thinking about it. No. I decided
that, I gotta get rich.
Oh, she's gonna be 10 next year.
She's gonna be 9 this December.
Yeah, she's gonna
so
be 9.
So next year, December.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Got to.
Kids be growing up so fast.
They do.
Yeah. Right. She's all the way here. And she's seen, it's funny because I always ask her, like, she's seen everything from like its inception. Like before, even when I was out of my bedroom, I had a radio show called You Create Change before the Good News even existed. You know, and it's so crazy because I was doing a 30-minute show and it was supposed to be like self-help, but I was trash. I mean, it was boring. I didn't even want to listen to motherfuckers. Oh, this shit weak. But I knew that I had to get that shit out the way. So, you know, nevertheless, she has been there since that point, and she's seen everything. And I be asking, like, what do you think about all this? You know
that's what I was just gonna ask. She's 9 years old. Kids are smart. Do you think that she comprehends, like, oh, my dad is different? Like, you know?
Peyton is my biggest fan. She truly is. Like, when it comes to like music or anything I'm doing, she thinks I'm so famous. She thinks like she does. She like she is like everything that I want my daughter to do. She does. Like the way she feels about me. Like, man, Peyton is like she loves the hell out of me, and she lets me know. You know what I mean? You know, she'll tell me like, Dad, I'm going to spend some extra days with you. And I was like, okay, well, why? She's like, because I just feel like I should spend more time with you. I feel like I didn't get it. We didn't do enough, you know?
Yeah.
And I always tell her, like, I'm never going to tell you no. Like, I don't care, you know, because me and her mom, we split 50-50 on days, which, you know, a lot of times we'd be switching back. It's whatever, you know, I don't care. So, you know, we have such a great relationship, and, you know,
that's a blessing.
Oh, man.
It is.
I always say we're the epitome of what co-parenting should be. By design. I'm gonna let y'all know, by design. That's not by just because like that was by choice. I also decided we're gonna, and she decided that too. So it took mutual decision for us to say, no, we about to do this shit, and we ain't about to have that kind of situation.
You can't.
So, but
it don't affect nobody. It don't affect nobody but your kid. But I see
it's hard.
Peyton pays attention. That child pays attention. Good Lord, she watches everything.
Yeah.
And she picks up on everything. And I like, I'm not gonna say I love the fact that she has no fear about doing anything. She's just like, I'm just gonna do it. 1 minute she got business booming, making Play-Doh or whatever that shit was.
Right.
And she was booming. She was making sales.
She sure was.
Like,
she made some money. Yeah.
Now she's making cakes. She got Kids Bop versions of all the Keith and
she does.
Kev
she has
songs.
Recorded versions of those songs.
Yes,
really?
Her rapping on the beat.
Yeah, she has it. Yeah, she has
I
that.
love that.
We actually put her. She's actually in singing now. Like we actually put her in.
Oh yeah, I forgot she was in singing classes.
And she's learning an instrument simultaneously.
That's awesome.
You know, she's kind of taking to the drums a little bit. So I'm like, go ahead.
She's gonna be a jack of all trades for sure.
Yeah, whatever she wants to do. Like I say, I'm not building this for her. This is for me.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whatever she wants to do. She can take it if she wants, but this ain't for her. It's for me.
She could just be, she's so Nickelodeon. Like she could literally just be with it. No, for real.
Yeah, and she's picking up on that because she see you like doing this. Like, why not?
Yeah.
Like, why I can't do it?
Yeah, exactly. And it's funny because she walks around the house. She's like, Dad, we're gonna get this mansion next year. Like her expectation of life, like is what I want her to expect that. Like I don't want her to, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like just having that you know, and just be seeing those results like, yo, that shit's crazy. Like she really is like picking up on the things that I do say, you know.
Yep.
And she's a hell of a big sister too.
She is.
She really is.
Lolita.
Yeah.
I don't see how people could have kids and like not cry every day, tears of joy. I feel like I
You want me
like
to tell
that
you?
with my
You want me to tell you how?
How?
Because they crying.
Right. Right.
The
Even
tears-
when they get older, it's just like unnecessary whining. And it's like, why are you whining? Just use your words. What's wrong? What's
No,
the problem?
I get that, but it be like stuff with my nephew. Is like I taught my nephew how to play Sudoku, and he caught. I'm watching him like catch on to it,
Mhm.
and I'm like, oh my god, like
Yeah.
I'm about to cry. I'm like, I'm so proud of you. You're so
Yeah,
smart.
right.
Like, and you say these things, and you have these feelings, and you express them. Like, I just be in
Kids learn
amazement.
faster than adults.
They do.
I be in amazement with kids. I can't wait till my day
Yeah.
to top out 3 of them things.
Oh, 3 in a row. You gonna do triplets or what? What are we doing?
Triplets.
Don't do
you
a
said,
fourth.
you
I
said
wanna
popping
wreck.
out 3.
Yeah, you'll be fined $10,000. You push out a fourth. So
Ah, damn.
I'll be what?
Fine.
did you see that?
No.
Oh,
Wait,
is this
I'll talk
China?
it.
What?
No, some senator in Philadelphia is like he put it into legislation
Wow.
like to fine people $10,000 after their 4th kid if they don't get sterilized after their 3rd kid.
Interesting. Well, you know, in China, you can only have 2 kids.
Yeah, I know, and you better not have no
Yeah.
girl.
Yep. They're gonna be. That's why some. Anyways.
But yeah, so pop about money. Go ahead,
Okay.
go for it. Go for it.
Do you think that you're gonna beat Kirsten with the kids?
No,
You don't think you'll beat her?
Wow,
so.
really?
unless I just have like a random ass baby daddy.
I can see you having a random ass baby daddy too.
Oh,
though.
really?
Yeah. Like I mean, like it's like not like on some like I don't think he gonna be a bad nigga, but I can
Yeah.
definitely see you like
Oh,
Like-
like
like-
popping up with a baby. I'm
like damn
"You ain't
like
met
yeah
this
like
nigga?"
well like yeah,
Like,
you know
yeah, I
what I'm saying? We was
found a great
fucking around.
contender.
Yeah, like we was fucking around. Like he cool. Like
like a nigga from Tinder.
I said you
No, I
found a
didn't say
great
that. But ain't
contender.
nothing wrong with
I'm
Tinder,
gonna
though.
say not a nigga.
I don't know
from Tinder.
anything.
hey
about
shit, hey
Tinder
man,
or
it don't matter where
anything.
you start, it matter where
Weirdo.
you finish, baby. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
nah, but I could definitely. I mean, I could see it being like a situation. It's like, oh damn, you know, I met this nigga who was fucking around, nigga fucked around and got pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Like damn,
look-
you know, like niggas, you know,
You
yeah, like
low-key
that
might
shit.
beat me. I don't know. You might beat me.
Honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I mean, I'm 31 now, so
Fuck it.
like,
That
Fuck
don't
it.
matter.
if a baby happens, it happens.
No, fuck it.
Crazy Maria said, "Oh, she's talking about Peyton. She said her live videos and Daddy Keith in the background. Keith, her expectations will push you to fly." She
Uh-huh.
said, "Moni, I'm crying hearing Keith talk so beautifully about little Peyton.
Aw.
He got me as such a good big sis." She also said, "I thank God every day for blessing me with not 1 but 3 beautiful, smart, outgoing, funny, speak their truth, little crazy Marias." I mean, I'm not crying. I'm not crying.
I'm not crying.
I'm not crying.
Oh, Maria. Yeah, she.
Marie, you know you hate your kids. I'm lying, man. I know they listen. They listen. No, I'm just playing.
No, I mean,
She
I
love
love
her
kids,
kids,
but I
yeah.
don't
You know,
like
her
kids at the
beautiful
same time.
breasts.
Like I love kids, but I don't
Yeah.
like them all the time.
No, of
I
course
love
not.
them, but
Of
I don't
course
like
not.
them all the time. But apparently, everybody thinks I love kids so much because people drop their fucking kids off of me all the
You
time.
love kids.
I love them. I don't like them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
But that's
saying.
all. Love is all that matters.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
fuck it.
For sure. These kids, they too smart. And it makes them seem bad, but they're not bad. They're just really smart. They
Yeah.
pick up on everything.
Kids
you know?
learn
For
faster
sure.
than adults.
So they do. They do. Moni, I have another question, but go ahead and ask the next question.
Keith, so what's something that people misunderstand about what you do? And what's your pet peeve about what you do?
Ooh, so what people misunderstand. I don't know what people misunderstand. Honestly, like this is never been done before.
Yeah,
so I
Mhm.
think
that's true.
so I think I think I got one for you. The biggest misunderstanding, people think we got this thing all figured out,
Yep.
and we do not. It is just us, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, like we ain't paying. Like niggas is still cleaning toilets. Like bro, this is like still us. You know, so I think people think that we have it really figured out, and we don't. I think that's the
People
biggest
come in
misunderstanding.
here into the studio and be like, "Oh, it's legit."
It's a real studio. Yeah.
And I think that they think like, not that we ain't shit, but like I feel like they be like, they come in here and they see it and they be like, "Oh shit, like,
Oh,
this is
yeah.
a real deal."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's what we want. That's the impact
Yeah.
we want to have. That's what makes us
Absolutely.
who we are. You know, we care about our shit, you know.
Mhm.
So you know, yeah, but definitely that. Like people think like I remember one time somebody told me that they swore up and down like I was like rich. They was like, man, I know you getting the money, man.
I was just about to say that.
I was like, yeah, are you serious? Like what? You know what I'm saying? Like where? Are we rich? Something. Hold on. Let me check the account.
Let me check.
Yeah. So, we are very, very much still very, very close to the ground, with this thing and everything takes all of us. So yeah, like we just don't have it all figured out. We are figuring out as we go. So this should be a testament to anybody who's trying to do some shit. I don't know how it looks on the outside. It always looks different from the outside perspective from the inside. But inside, bro, we just fucking putting this shit to work every day. I mean, I talk to Kirsten almost every fucking day. I talk to Michael every day, Then I'm FaceTiming y'all, like throughout real talk. I'm FaceTiming whoever, you know what I'm saying? So
he's a FaceTime you randomly with just like, what you think about this?
Yeah. That's what I do all day. I do it all day.
Yeah.
I got ideas. I want to put them on y'all. I want to see what y'all think because this is y'all's too.
Yeah. No, for sure. And he's not lying. I'm gonna turn off my FaceTime actually. Yeah, nigga don't never call me on regular. If he call me on regular phone, I think something's wrong.
Yep, it's weird.
Yeah, I'm like, what's going on? What's that? You call me regular phone, your phone broke?
But if it's a regular phone, it may be an emergency.
Yeah.
Like, if I FaceTime you, get back to me.
Yeah.
You got to.
I guess you kind of spoke on this, but I kind of have a question too, because I was when we went on the retreat, I thought it was so, I'm trying to think of like the right word. I think I'm just trying to figure out like how you put us together as a team, like how that we're such different people. Like we're all, I feel like extremely different. Yeah. And I just want to figure out like what your mindset was on how you decided like these people are going to work together. Like this is what it's going to be.
Reading.
Okay.
Remember, I told you I read a whole book for that retreat. Remember? I said, okay, we have a retreat. I got to read. It was a book. I got to finish this book before this retreat so I can know what I need to learn. I need to become a better leader. So I think it's just me trying to become a better leader. And then, first, that's the first place it starts. And then I think witnessing, attributes just as well as how we pick the shows, to be on this network. It's the same type of strategy with picking a team, So like I said, I would just say leadership development and reading and knowing that there's a lot of positions that need to be filled and everybody's really good at something. Yeah. And then if you put people in positions to do what they're really good at, and I had to learn how to do this. I'm still learning how to be a leader. Like how much shit has changed on the inside of like
so much
all the time. I'm like, yo, all right, like this shit ain't working. Like we used to have a whole nother person that is no longer with us on the executive team. It's like, okay, yo, I don't know where to put you. You know what I'm saying? Not that you're not a good player, but I don't have a position. I don't know where to put you on the field. Yeah. So I'm not going to put you out there and, whatever, So I think it's just knowing that the skill set that everybody have and then being willing to, invest in people too,
Yeah.
So
I feel like it's a great team though, by the way. I think, I think that everything that has happened within the team has happened for a reason for sure. And I feel like it teaches us to work on the parts of our character that we never thought to work on because of the people that we have to deal with regularly.
Yep. And it's funny because people may think like, what happens in our meetings? Like we'll spend time not talking nothing about the business. Just literally talking about something that's going to help us with our team dynamic. So we may, remember even prior to us having a retreat, we had another executive meeting. And remember at Studio 2 where we went through a whole damn training on personality types. So we can know how we as exec team need to communicate with each other. Yeah. So once again, investing in us so we can become better, and that's so important. So I think most people probably wouldn't do that. But like the first 2 hours of the retreat, we didn't talk about nothing business. We just talked about each other.
We did.
And those things are important. So it's always important on how the team dynamic is running because I know that trickles down to everything else.
No, that's important. I had one manager that actually did that. When she became my manager, she sent me like a personality test to understand like how you are motivated in work. Yep. And I sent her my results and she made sure that it was kind of like a love language type of thing, but like for work. Yeah. So she understood how like what I needed as
Yeah.
her direct report.
Yeah.
And I definitely like appreciated that.
Of course, it makes everything run smoothly because as leaders, we can't expect a group of people to do anything if we're not doing that.
Yeah. I learned how to ask her what she was doing before I talked to her. Or Jackie, I gotta ask her how she's doing before I talk to her. With Michael, I just gotta get straight to the point. He don't want to talk about that. So, you know, I'm still learning, like I said, as a leader, and I think that your old director.
You do always ask me what you doing.
Yeah, because it's important. What you doing?
Because
You know
I'm
what I mean?
always doing something.
You always. I'll tell her that's her problem. She always doing something. Yeah, I'll tell her straight up, like, you know, and I can have that real conversation with her too.
I don't know how to
You
sit
know?
still.
Yeah, I know. I'm same way. I feel you, dog. Trust me.
Yeah. I'd be like, girl, you need to like have a day to rest.
Mhm.
I've been
Go to
doing that
sleep,
more
tell
lately.
people
I
no.
told Keith.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just be at home. He be like, I get it. Like I've been trying to practice that, but it's hard. I'd be like, shit, I gotta do
You
something.
don't. That's not what you're used to. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it.
understand.
I don't like
understand.
not doing nothing.
Yeah,
I gotta be
You have to
doing
be busy
something.
than bored. I understand.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. Let's get into this game so I can be mushy at the end of the show.
Yeah.
All right, so we play a game with the Local Legend series of like what you gonna blank or where you gonna blank. So I'm like, what can we ask Keith? And I'm thinking of top of the morning, Keith.
hmm
And I know
Let me channel my
He
top
go-
of the morning
Look,
at
I was
nighttime.
like, but
Let me channel my top of the morning here on this Tuesday night.
Yeah, so I know that you know motivational speakers, you listen to music, you read books. So out of any of those things, wait, let's let the beat drop first.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, get it.
this is not what I was expecting.
No, I was expecting a little 808, but it's cool. It's still nice.
Yeah,
Is that the one from before?
It ain't. It's this one. My bad, y'all. I thought I had it right. I thought
It's
I
like
had
the
it
one from
right.
before he did the morning.
I
This
don't
ain't it.
think I'm like,
Are you over 2, bro?
No, this the one. This the
Let's
one.
see.
I promise.
Okay.
okay, this might be the one.
Ready?
Now let the beat drop. You see her?
I know. That's why I said she ready for the beat.
Yeah, you see Money get into her bag. See them shoulders? No, maybe this ain't
It
it.
is.
This
No,
is-
it is.
I think it is.
This is it. I'm telling you, this is it.
we all know when the beat about to drop too as black people. We just have that.
Here we go. This the one.
That's funny. It's a banger though. It slap.
All right, Moni.
This would happen if they would have got a black host.
All
I think they have a black host now.
Unless it was Wayne Brady, then it would be. It'd still
Yeah,
be the
it'll
same.
still be this. All right, girl.
All right, so this edition of the game is who you gonna listen to or who you gonna read. All right, and we're gonna name some scenarios of like how you might be feeling and who you might need to listen to, what song, what book you need to read, etc.
Okay, I'm with this.
Okay, so first one, when you need some motivation to get started, who or what you gonna listen to?
Jim Rohn.
Jim who?
Jim Rohn.
Okay, what is he about?
He's actually dead now. However, I like to call him not the Podfather, but the Godfather of personal development. Most of his stuff is lectures. So I listen to a lot of his lectures. He has some books, but mainly his content was lectures. Yes.
Okay, is he like on your intro?
He used to be.
Okay.
Yes, he sure did. He sure did. Jim Rohn. Whenever it's almost like music. I can like recite. He has like a 4-hour lecture, and I can almost recite it close to like my
crazy.
favorite song because I listened to it so many times. And every time I listen to it, I
You
get
hear something
I
different.
didn't get.
Hey, that's great.
That's dope.
When you're starting to doubt yourself, like, maybe I'm not doing the right thing.
Who do I listen to?
Who you listen to, what book you read,
I got
song you listen to.
Me and Kev got a song called No Doubt.
Oh shit, I didn't even know that's a
Yeah, it ain't out yet.
Okay.
But that's all I listen to.
No
You know what I'm
doubt.
saying? I did it, so now they believe it. Put respect on my name when you speaking. All that hate, you can keep it. Can't
Whoop.
nobody score on my defense.
Whoop.
Now that I'm up on offense, just got me and my team a new office. I'll just leave it there.
Whoop.
Yeah, let's leave it there.
Whoop.
But yeah, it's
Y'all getting shout out.
I told you all the next project. It's we in.
That's all we listening to.
But yeah, I listen to me and Kev's music, honestly. Like,
that's dope.
Because I know I listen to Top of the Morning because I'm telling myself what to do.
Yeah.
And I know what I'm gonna get. So
that's dope.
All right. So what about when you get into comfortable, when you know making your stride and shit is feeling real cozy, but you don't want to rest, you want to like keep going. So what do you listen to when you are getting too comfortable?
What I listen to when I'm getting too comfortable. I don't know. I don't know if I would listen to anything specifically. I don't know if I really get.
I would say maybe he don't recognize this feeling of getting too comfortable.
Yeah,
because as soon as he feel it, he start getting itchy.
I get irritated. I'll be like, ugh. Like so really it's kind of like I have like this kind of like subconscious like uncomfort with being comfortable.
Like this getting too easy.
Yeah, it's like what is it? It's too routine. Like it's just too
It's been times where he's like, what are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
It's been
we need to do something. And we'd be like, okay, what?
It's been 3 weeks. We ain't did nothing.
We did nothing in 3 weeks.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean I would just maybe I'll revert back to you know what? I got one. It's a book called Outwitting the Devil. And I talked about this earlier on. It's one of my favorite books of all time. And it talks about that, how the devil keeps you in comfort. The devil keeps you stagnant, you know, kind of keeps you in that box. They weren't using evil, it's just using comfort, you know, to keep you from getting to where you're supposed to get to. So Outwitting the Devil is one of my go-tos for sure.
I'm gonna have to pick that up.
Oh man, just audio and check it out. I'm telling you.
Wait,
Napoleon Hill, Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill.
Oh, Outwitting the Devil.
The same author wrote Think and Grow Rich. If y'all ever heard of that book.
Yeah.
It's very popular.
I have heard of that book.
He wrote this book, I believe, like 3 years later, but it never got released till 2012.
What's his
because
name
of the
again?
content. Napoleon Hill. Because in the book, he tells you why he couldn't release it in the 30s.
In the 30s, the 1930s.
I think it's like 1930s.
because the material.
He tells you. He said, "Yep." He said the content in this book is before. It's not. If I put this out, my career is over. I will be socially crucified. Because he talks about pastors. He talks about school teachers. About how the devil's using all of them. You know, and not like each one, but how that's a part of
the system that.
Yes, that's yep. Yep.
Wow.
Like I give you one. He said the only reason why people know who I am is because of pastors. They teach fear me, and that's all I need people to do is fear me. They help me out. They teach you to fear me, that's how I need you. As long as you fear me, I'm winning.
That's crazy.
I keep you from doing things. You won't do it because of fear. So, anyways, it gets deep.
I got a bonus question.
Bonus answer.
Name all 27 shows.
Yeah, all right, let's do it. Damn. Okay. So let's go. Let's do. No, we got it. I got it. No, I got it. No, we gonna start with Sunday. Sunday we got the Get Right. Monday we got Top of the Morning. We got Brunch with Besties from Milwaukee. God damn it, hold it down. Then we got Keep It 1,000 Monday night, as well as Just a Dope Ass Podcast. We on Sunday through Monday. Oh, that's just on the talk side. I'm just on the talk side. They're gonna circle back around. We're gonna circle back. I can't get them all. We're gonna circle back around. Tuesday, y'all know what it is. It's Never Not Tuesday, so it's Never Not Extra on Tuesdays. Also, we have the Opposite Reaction that just joined the squad on Tuesdays. And earlier that day, we have Healing and Revealing with Coach Zena. And of course, early in the day, we got my brother Chill Will. Yeah. That's Tuesday. Am I on? I'm on.
You
okay,
on.
I'm on. Yeah. All right. Wednesday come back around. On Wednesday, we have Top of the Morning. Once again, Wednesday night on the talk side, we have no shows on Wednesday night. So yeah, that is an open slot. So how you like that? Thursday morning, we back with Chill Will. And then also Thursday, we have Limelight. And then following, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. No. We have Limelight, and then we have Speak Up right before Limelight on Thursdays. Okay. And then Friday, we got my guys from the Berg. We got Straight to the League on Fridays. And then on Friday nights, we actually don't have anybody over here anymore on Friday nights. So we're going through that. Saturday, we got Just Dope Ass Podcast on Saturday, and we done with the talk side. And I'm out of there.
No.
I miss somebody? Get the
on
fuck
Saturday.
out of here.
On Wednesday, actually. We do have somebody on Wednesday night now. Charles.
Okay.
Dan Tessa.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm okay. I see what you're saying. I see, but you already know. Yeah, that's you already know. Okay. All right, fine. All right, I give you that one. All right. Let's go on to the sports side. Sports Sunday, we don't make the rules, and we got Profanity Nation on Sunday. Monday, we got Courtside Monday, and that's all we have for Monday. On Tuesday, we got Mark My Words, and then we got Technical Foul from the Milwaukee. Technical Foul on Tuesdays, and then on Wednesdays we have Sports Talk with Mark and DP. Thursdays we back with Courtside and Touchdown and Tangents. Friday we don't have any sports shows, and neither do we on Saturday.
Okay.
We ready? All right, let's go to TG Light next. I got this, man. This light work.
These are a lot of shows.
Light work. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. So on Latinx, we have on kicking us off on Sunday is Angela's show. If y'all don't know, Millennial Mija.
Yes.
She is on Sunday, and then we go all the way to Tuesday with Evolve with Nicolette. Wednesday we have Sexual Frequency. Shout out to them.
Whoa.
And then,
her show.
Thursday we have Primo Cheetos, and then Friday we have Ladies Night, and then following Ladies Night we have Happy Hour, Happy Marriage. And we have a new show with my man Danny coming through from Second
Shout out
Next.
to Danny.
You know what I'm saying? So he gonna be coming through on the 18th. So y'all make sure y'all tap in and tune in to our new show, and our only show that's gonna be about cannabis education. So I'm really excited. A lot of us are excited. So y'all can actually learn about how to do this edible shit that y'all be doing.
No, I'm about to retire it.
No, honestly,
I'll have to bring him on the show so y'all can know what to do.
Oh no, for sure. He's cool peeps. Like,
of course, he's in the he with the squad.
Right.
What you thought?
Right.
You know what we do. Of course. You A1. Anybody we gonna be here gonna be A1.
It's so funny when I met him. Keith was like, "Oh, I know you drunk, Kirsten, but this such and such." He's trying to introduce it. I know you drunk, but and I'm like, why you gotta?
Because you still good people when you drunk. Like,
that's fucking hilarious. Nah, but I feel like I do edibles enough to start doing reviews. I feel like I could leave a review on weedmaps.com.
That's nice.
Of like how it makes me feel, because I know the difference now. I could
maybe she take that up as a, you don't know what that could lead to a year from now.
Yeah, you don't.
I could be a little cannabis influencer.
Cannabis
you
shopper.
Not a cannabis influencer. Shut the fuck
Real
up.
Talk.
Money.
You know what I'm saying?
I know, but it's just hearing you say influencer is funny.
Then he said, "Don't retire." He said, "Don't retire the edibles." I retired the edibles already. I can't.
Oh, shout out to AJ Jones. AJ Jones said, "Good night, y'all. Awesome show. We need y'all for real heavy. Love, fam. Salute."
That's my frat brother. Shout out to the mom. Yeah.
Hey, look, she can't control herself. You gonna die in red light, green light.
Imagine you doing red light, green light, and they play this. I'm gonna be like,
I'm out, y'all.
Gonna risk it all.
Fuck it.
In closing, I have to say some great things about the two people here in front of me. Before we do our final close, I'll start with Moni. I have to say, don't start this shit, bitch. She already crying. I didn't even say nothing yet. No, I just want to say, and I tell you this all the time, so people don't think it's a front that we do in no air, okay? But I tell you all the time how much I appreciate you for always teaching me to give people the benefit of the doubt, and teaching me to be a lot more gentle, and then also not assuming things and taking things personal when people do things to me. I have a bad tendency of thinking that because I am a good person to people that they will automatically be that same person to me. So I've learned not to take things so personal in that aspect. And then also just inviting me to this space, you know, with these great people. Yeah, with these great people. I feel like I've gained an additional family mixture of like all these different type of individuals that I would have never met had I not joined Never Not Extra.
Yeah.
Even it wasn't Never Not Extra at first, but you know what I mean. Had I not joined the Good News. So I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate you for that, because I really truly do feel like you've brought back out the best parts of me as a person in my character. And I really appreciate you for that, because I feel like it's definitely helped me to better relationships and build other relationships too since I've joined the Good News. So I appreciate you for that. And Keith, I tell Keith all the time, you really, really, really are like a big annoying brother to me.
Appreciate that.
It's almost like you know my limits, even though I don't. And I know that I act irritated, but I really be excited. I just present it as irritation because I guess it's just more fun that way. I don't know why.
That's your shit. I mean, you're dramatic.
Yeah, I am.
that's
I
what
am
it
very
is.
dramatic.
Yeah.
Extra. But I want to specifically thank you for giving me the opportunity to be a part of building something so great. Trusting me with your people as well. I did not know how that was gonna go, but the fact that like people really fuck with me on this station, you know, like people are not afraid to hit me up and be like, oh, hey, like, you know, I feel like the old me, people would have been hesitant to hit me up. But I feel like just all of the things that you call me out on right when it's happening, I appreciate you for that. And I like that I don't take it personal when you tell me that. And I guess it's because because I dish it out, I could take it. So I appreciate you for holding me accountable at all times, regardless of, you know, whatever you may think of the situation. You hold me accountable. You push me to no limits. Okay. And yeah, I just feel like both of you guys have really, I talk to you guys the most. I feel like out of all of my friends, I talk to y'all almost every day. And I feel like you guys have really contributed to who I am as a person socially, for sure, and business wise. And I really appreciate y'all for that, for real.
Oh, I appreciate you too, man.
I couldn't end the show without saying
Without
that.
saying some of that. Oh, I feel it.
Can I say something?
No.
Real brief too? Yeah, no, I want to.
Okay, go ahead.
And she want to hear it too, man. Yeah, tell me that shit. Yeah, kick that shit.
I don't, because I don't like when Moni say stuff to me. It make me emotional. Well, go ahead.
Girl, you're not about to get emotional. No, adding you to the show was like a genius. It's like a great decision. I kind of don't know where it would be if you were not my partner in this. I feel like we work so well together, and we each make up for what each other lacks. Like I'm all about the art shit. I'm all about the technical.
Yeah, you know I hate that shit.
I love it. It's my favorite thing. Like literally, I will sit here and arrange these questions to the order of my liking, because that's the shit that I like to do. But you will take it to the next level, because like how I said, I find that I've been ruled by fear. You're not ruled by fear. You like, let's do this. And I'd be like, oh, who's gonna come, and who, you know, like, and I definitely need that balance, and it's the reason why Keith chose you to be on the executive team, because you make shit happen, and you know how to, like, your energy is contagious, and you know how to do the shit.
Thank you.
So I'm appreciative of that.
Thank you,
Keith. I'm appreciative of you. I feel like I said, since day one, it's just been warm. I grew up like a shy person, like very reserved. But as soon as I came to the Good News, I felt like I have the freedom to be myself. And it's great because, you know, I have a show with you, you know me, like, I'm able to be fully myself. So like the Good News people, since you did choose the people that you chose, like they accept that from me. And I never felt as, you know, free to be myself as I do in this environment. And that is a testament to who you are and who you bring in, what you represent. So
absolutely
appreciate that, man. And I appreciate y'all. Like Never Not Extra is like synonymous with the Good News. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all have literally embedded yourself in the stitching of what we are. You know, like seriously, like Never Not Extra is a huge part, you know, has, you know, more than anybody, I think, has led the network in numbers, you know what I'm saying, over time. So y'all have really set the bar high, you know, for a lot of people, especially given myself and something to point to as an example, you know, as well. So, you know, you remember when it came down to this, y'all remember what I said? I said, congratulations. You remember that? I was like, oh shit, congratulations. You know what I'm saying? Because the evolution, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The evolving. And what y'all been Never Not Extra for how long now?
2.5 years.
2.5 years?
Yeah.
That's still infant, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Imagine another 2.5 years. First of all, I'm not gonna let y'all stay the same, and y'all not gonna let yourself stay the same. So, you know, I'm very excited for the future. I'm very excited. I don't know if we're announcing it yet, but I'm very excited.
it.
I'm very excited I'm very excited for the Never Not Speaking Up live show. Goddamn it.
Hey.
It's going down. It's going down. What I forgot the day. Was it November 20 something?
One of those.
Yeah,
days.
one of those weekends. We'll announce it when we
Anyways,
solidify the date.
It's going down. So I'm very excited. You know, I love this. My favorite part of what I do is to be, you know, do the production and all this stuff. So, you know, and y'all make it easy because, you know, y'all easy to promote. Y'all gonna do a good job. Y'all not gonna mess around. And of course, like I said, just with anybody on the station, but you know, especially Moni, because Moni has been, so I've known Moni longer than I've known you, you know, and I remember when, you know, you were with Benny and then it kind of, you was like, damn, like Benny's not gonna be on the show no more. And you told me like, yo, I still want to do the show. And at that moment, I was like, I can fuck with you because, and she'll tell you at every interview that we do, I always ask people, what are you going to do if your co-host quit?
Yeah.
I always ask that,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? What are you? And then I ask the same part, what are you going to do when he quit or when she quit?
Yeah.
And that is such an important question because that separates people. And you answered that call, and that's the most important question to me, like literally. So the fact that you came with that, I just knew like, yeah, like we're good forever. You know what I'm saying? Like you already you passed that threshold of a nigga I'ma fuck with. Like, okay, you with the business. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like
I was like, I love this shit. I ain't stopping.
You're not gonna quit. You know what I'm saying? And I can fuck with somebody like that. So, you know, thank you for, you know, trusting in me and being, you know what I'm saying, with me for this fucking long. Like, goddamn, like
goddamn.
Yeah, like damn, you ain't tired of me yet. But but no, I really do appreciate y'all show. And it's been such a fun time, man. You know, y'all always come with it. And like I said, y'all are part of the stitching of the entire Good News. And it wouldn't be the same without y'all.
Appreciate that. All right, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. As always, thank you for listening. Remember to always talk your shit.
Lauryn Hill got some titties on her, huh?
Lauryn Hill do got some titties on her.
Oh,
hold on. Before I said, I don't know. She might have been.
I remember when I found out Erykah Badu had ass. I was like, what is?
Yeah, I found that out like recently.
Like what?
That's funny.
It's crazy.
Well, I'm trying to close out. First of all, be sure to follow me, okay, at Never Not Kirsten. You can actually follow us at Never Not Extra as well on all platforms.
Follow me at Never Not Moni on everything.
Okay, Keith.
Keith Good News everywhere.
And be sure to tune in to Top of the Morning.
You know, that's it.
Every Monday and Wednesday
Tomorrow,
at 9 a.m.
We early.
As always, remember to talk your shit
and love yourself.
Always be honest
and be kind
and always be extra. Bye, y'all. I can never mute this thing when I want to.
It's the shit they do in New Orleans.
I know they be like, how do you do it so fast?
Like, dang, you don't get heartburn.